Welcome to our guide on understanding B1/B2 visas for business trips, specifically tailored for UK citizens. In this video, we'll cover everything from introduction to B1/B2 visas, how to use them for business travel, to do's and don'ts, and finally some additional tips and a disclaimer. The B1/B2 visa is a non-immigrant visa for temporary business or tourism purposes, frequently used by UK citizens. It's valid for up to 10 years, but doesn't guarantee entry, as the final decision is made by a CBP officer at the port of entry. If you hold a B1/B2 visa meant for tourism and now want to include a business trip, you can still use the visa, as long as your visit is aligned with permitted B1 activities. Remember that regular employment or compensation from a US-based company is not allowed under this visa. Under a B1/B2 visa, you can attend business meetings, participate in conferences, engage in short-term training, negotiate contracts, and consult, as long as it's not regular employment. Activities not allowed under a B1/B2 visa include holding a regular job with a U.S. employer, working on long-term projects for a U.S. entity, or receiving a regular salary from a U.S. source. Let's test your understanding. What is not a permitted activity under a B1/B2 visa? A. Attending a conference. B. Negotiating contracts. C. Regular employment with a U.S. employer. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section. The correct answer is regular employment with a U.S. employer. This type of activity is not permitted under a B1/B2 visa, which is meant for temporary business or tourism. At the port of entry, be prepared to answer questions from a CBP officer honestly. Explain both business and tourism aspects clearly, and clarify any changes from your original plans. Misrepresentation can have severe consequences. Giving misleading information to a CBP officer can result in visa denial, deportation, and future entry bans. Honesty and clarity are your best allies. Before you travel, always check current U.S. travel guidelines. Carry necessary documentation to explain your visit, such as meeting invites, and consult with an immigration attorney if you have queries. It's important to note that this guide is for informational purposes only and does not replace professional legal advice. Consult an immigration attorney for specific queries. Thank you for watching this guide on B1/B2 visas for UK citizens. We hope you found it informative. If you enjoyed the content, please like, share, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments below.